Hello and welcome back to Law and Order for our second episode. This is a police procedural. It is set in Waterdeep in Dungeons & Dragons, and we have some of your favorite Twitter shit posters. If you missed last week, you're in for a treat. 6 unlikely and somewhat reject members of Waterdeep's City Watch found themselves cobbled together in a last-minute patrol and stumbled onto something weird. We're going to find out exactly what it is tonight, and let's quickly recap who is in our stream and who they are playing. Let's get to it. Starting at the top, Crip. Just give everyone a quick hello and who you're playing. And by the way, in the chat, this is a great time if you're finding people a little quieter. Now's the time, chime up and tell our stream lord Mitch to turn them up. Crip.
What's up, guys? I am Donovan, aka Young Crip, aka Big Dick. What's up? I am playing Ornipus. He is a half-orc man that I just made completely based off of Tony Soprano. He is the underman of a crime lord, and so that's him.
Mr. Swain.
What's up? I am Tom Sweeney. You guys know me from my various acts throughout the world, humanitarian, terrorism, all those things. But I will be playing Gabriel Equest. He is a half-elf ranger who got a bit of a hard street in him, but he's a good kid. He's got some good heart. You'll love him. Trust.
Jessica.
Hi, I'm Jess. I spend too much time tweeting on Twitter about things that shouldn't be tweeted about on Twitter. I'm playing Felia Frostwalker. She is a satyr sorcerer, and she's enthusiastic about everything. She's the personification of vibes. She's looking forward to getting drunk today.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Jenna.
Hi, I'm Jenna. I'm playing Nixie Ariel. She is a half-elf. Is she half-elf? No, she's a high elf.
She's elf, yes.
She's so high she doesn't know.
She's a high elf rogue. She doesn't like to be touched. She's not touchy-feely, but she'll help her friends if they need something. But just don't make a big deal about it, okay? Just don't be gross. That's you'll get to know her. She's not so bad.
Keegan.
Hi, I'm Keegan. I'm an editor. I live in the Void, as you can see. I play Tinzo Aberdeen, an unhinged artist bard.
Last and certainly not least, Ren.
I'm Renezuo, a artist that you don't want to Google at the immediate moment. That's the general area I work in. I play Charise Wheeler, who is a cleric of Joaquin, who was busted down from a much better job to work with these guys.
Okay, thank you very much. As you can see, we've got some of our overlays up and running properly and pretty. This is the new Law and Order. Apologies to some of the timeouts in the stream. We're still setting up some of the rules, but if you can refrain from posting links for the time being, and we've got just ask Mitch if he can untime you out if something silly happened. Let's get to it. The last we left our unlikely and possibly questionably statused heroes, they were in a tenement building off Coach's Court, which, as Gabriel found out, didn't really get time to mention it to him, backs out onto a rather famous place in Southern Ward called the Dancer's Court. You would have seen that in the window of Grumpy Old Man's office. So, where we last saw our heroes, again, they were in the hallway of said tenement building in the process of maiming, slaughtering, and otherwise incapacitating members of the Bull Elk Tribe street gang. We had currently left initiative, and our currently terrified and I believe with a two different sword blades held by two different people scissoring around his throat. As our heroes decided, do we go upstairs to deal with perpetrators? Do we deal with the booze? What exactly does it mean to be a watchman? Let's begin.
Ridiculous.
I believe I already voiced my desire to go chase down the rest of the guys a few floors up. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's what I want to be doing.
Counterpoint, we could do that while drunk.
Or we could drink a
So-
little bit and then do that.
That's
Have you ever heard of liquid courage, Charise?
it's equally a good point.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna trot into the room with the barrels, like skipping.
Okay, so Ophelia go literally trotting down the hallway, pops over
Literally.
the dead body with that cloaky had its way with. As you pop in, you see an old man sitting behind the desk. Again, he looks like he should have died about 20 years ago and has held on through sheer stubborn-mindedness. Just very gaunt, jowl sort of hanging down a bit and looking at you like you just trotted in some sort of sheep manure. What are you doing?
I was told there was some sort of wine here. Are you the wine guarder? Do you guard wine? Do you need a password? Hi, I'm Ophelia. Nice to meet you.
What you got goat legs for? Oh, you... This is a strange lot.
I'm gonna burst in behind her and be like, so the alcohol's over. Oh, he's still here. I thought you would have passed away in the time I saw you last, but I guess you're still kicking. The wine's over here, and I'm gonna lead her over to the alcohol.
Okay. Are they all sealed? Barrels,
Yeah, they are.
caskets?
Yeah,
that's something
these here in the corner, and you feel this old codger's eyes on you the whole way. Is this what I pay my taxes for? Oh,
Yes.
Got a problem, Rickety?
the lords will be hearing about this. There will be trouble. I own this here building, I does.
What's your
I'm gonna
name?
go back.
Hold on a
I
moment.
am Lenton Vandernoor, Esquire, and you are supposed to be protecting my building from these thugs. Not raiding.
There seems to be an awful lot of these thugs for you to...
We're just gonna move everyone slowly over here, yes?
Right.
No, I
What-
still got that guy pinned up against the wall with my sword.
So you own the
Okay.
building,
I'm watching.
and you were unaware of these thugs holding up in it upstairs?
Of course I'm not bloody unaware, but what you expect me to do about it? I'm not the city watch, am I?
Well, no, but you pay your taxes. I think you would have called us.
Well, I wanted to send
Before now.
someone, but who was I gonna send with them thugs out in the hallway now, was I? Out of everyone in this room looking out of what's a large window, kind of dirty, it's like slightly opaque, but you can hear the sounds of music, a large crowd, a lot of conversation, laughter, and you can just see like the beginnings of this large opalescence blue light coming from the court outside of the building.
Briefly, real quick, just as a aside, I see in the chat here that the title of the stream is still set to map making, so we might want to.
Wait.
Thank you very much to the chat for pointing that out. We will make a point of double checking that at the beginning of each one. Of each
Sorry to
session.
interrupt.
No, thank you very much, and thank you. Shout out to Ellie for letting us know. So
Shout out
that
to
will
you.
need to be episode 2, and we won't give out a title just yet, just in case of spoilers. But we'll just leave it at episode 2 for the time being.
Hey, we might make a map, who knows?
Oh, yeah, there might be some changes made to the map. Let's find out.
Oh fuck.
I turn to Ornipus and I say, hey, I have a plan. can you strip one of those guys down over there? Like pointing at
already
the dead
have-
body?
Say
Okay.
less. So I'm stripping this bad boy down.
And basically, when Ornipus is done very gently and carefully, of course, there's just this dude standing there. He's dropped he's like holding a scimitar blade down in front of him. Like, he's, you don't have to worry about the fact that he's still holding a weapon. He's not moving that weapon at all.
Right. I put his clothes on.
Okay. Tenzo is now dressed in some sort of rags. You can see some nicer clothes sticking out a little bit, but Tenzo, it smells bad. It's like being back on the street a few years ago.
I kind of like turn my nose at it, but it's familiar, and that's okay.
Yeah, didn't we learn last time that underwear is for rich people or some such thing?
Underwear is for rich people, yes.
It's for the rich.
So I pull out my disguise kit. I'm gonna get a good look at this guy, and I'm going to try to make my face look as much as I can like his.
Okay, let's disguise kit. Just give me a straight up intelligence check, I would say.
Okay, I have proficiency.
Okay,
in
so
disguise.
I'm not sure how we would do that on D&D Beyond as yet, but let's just go
I
with a
did an
straight
intelligence
intelligence roll. Yep, and
I
we'll
did-
add your proficiency to it.
So it'll be 20, a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Whoop. Let's not have that in the middle of my screen. With a dirty 20, it's hard to replicate the mutton chops quite perfectly, but you see a reasonable facsimile of the naked guy in front of you, Ornipus, dressed in his clothes. It's still obviously got that slight manic eye twitching that is Tenzo that you know. Anyone else, unless they were taking a real close look at him, they'd probably mistake him for this guy.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That is not bad at all.
That's
Nice.
actually fairly impressive. Did you do any UC work?
I was just self-taught.
Oh, wow. It's very nice.
All right, so I'm
Thank
guessing you're just gonna go up there and then talk
Well-
to them. You should probably bring a prisoner too.
I do have a plan, and bringing a prisoner is part of it.
All right, I'll go. I got you to do.
Whoa, can we hear the plan first?
Nah, I think I should
I
go.
know.
I think we should go and do it, and then we'll figure
Well,
it out.
I mean, we still should probably know the plan so that if you guys need healing, I know like what the signal is to come in and
See
do
what
that.
happens with
The plan is
Feeler and Gabriel, there's
Less
the old man looked
talky,
at
more
you guys.
planny.
I'm hearing your compatriots actually trying to do their job. Maybe you should go out and join them on that.
Are you talking to me? You talking to me, old man?
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm
Oh,
not
snap.
talking to the ghost of my sainted dead wife now, am I?
I'm glad
She's
she's
married
dead.
to you. She couldn't have been a saint.
Oh.
Had to have had the patience of a saint.
I'm gonna walk out real proud of that I just said to him. I'm like, what are we doing, guys? What are we doing, guys?
Felia's going to follow Gabriel, and she's going to get to the doorway, turn around, and say, "You should really smile more," and then use prestidigitation to draw a smile on his face, and then just leave.
Oh,
It's guys
That
like,
was literally-
oh, they will be hearing about that in the castle, won't they?
okay, so I do have a plan. And it involves me sneaking up there. We need to clear out this floor first, actually, just to make sure we don't get followed.
That's probably wise.
So I will take a prisoner, someone who's at least my size. It can't be someone big like Ornipus. And I think
Okay.
Gabriel already, yeah. So
Your actual prisoner raises his hand at this point. Can I have one of them cloaks?
No, I'm gonna
Pretty
kill you.
please.
I'm gonna kill you so you can't tell on us. You're gonna die.
Ornipus, can you just knock this guy out?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Happily.
You sure we shouldn't, take him out? He doesn't wake up and say anything to anybody.
So this
I'm not in
guy,
a killing mood.
this guy looks over at Gabriel, looks at Ornipus. Ornipus, just as you like, we don't even need to roll for it. He's captured. He's naked. Ornipus just straight over the side of the head, right in. As he collapses into a puddle of his own piss.
You ever smack somebody so hard they piss themselves?
No,
I
I
haven't.
can't say I haven't.
I guess you just did. Whoa, that's pretty impressive, dude.
For once, it's not Tenzo's own piss. Just
Hey,
saying.
come on. I go outside. I promise.
Okay.
Alright, so, plan. How about we go into this room next to us, we clear it out, and then we'll have a little bit more privacy. We don't get ambushed, and we can kind of sort some stuff out.
Well,
Makes sense to me.
somebody has to take out watch. Like we can't just all go in the room. Then who's gonna be watching?
Alright,
we're gonna
you want to
get-
volunteer?
Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna stand. Is that an entrance on the other side?
There
Is that
are
another entrance? That
four
you know where
doors.
we came in? Okay.
Okay, so the hallway.
Okay.
You have 2 double doors that you came in through. There are
Okay.
2 double doors at the end. There are 3 single doors along the north wall, and 1 single door on the east, on this little eastern outcropping here.
we should check those rooms out just in case.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds safe.
Okay. First one?
I'm not taking the lead on clearing it out. I'll let someone else do it.
I've been damaged.
Okay, it was your idea, but then you don't want to clear it out. Oh,
I never
typical.
take point. I never take
Typical.
point.
Who are the
typical.
fighters in a group? Or it's me, Ornipus, and who else?
And Charise, theoretically.
Sure.
Charise is sort of a mix, but as far as front line and back line goes, you would definitely want these 3 on the front line and the other 3 of you guys on the back line.
I'll take the
Each
door
one
in the
of us?
middle.
Yeah, each one of us will break off. I'll go all the way to the right.
I'll
Okay.
go with Gabe.
Making sure I heard that right. And Ornipus is going the middle.
Yeah, I'll take the middle.
Okay. So let's quickly find out what's going on. Sometimes not even I know what's going on until the dice tell me.
Good.
Good.
That way everyone's surprised.
Yay. Surprises when it's life involved. It's great.
Okay. So everyone's doing something?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing, Nixie and
Felia's gonna trail behind Ornipus. He's
Okay,
on his
yep.
own, right?
So
Yeah.
they've doubled up. So Nixie has lookout. I
I'll have a
am.
look at- yeah.
Yeah, I'm going
Yeah, right around
to
there.
just poke my head into the door right there. Yeah.
Okay, so Nixie, you sort of place yourself half in and out of the stairwell where you can look up and down the corridor and still see up the stairs.
Yep.
So we'll just go from left to right. Tenzo, as you open this door, it actually just turns open fairly easily. And don't try and delete. I just accidentally deleted the top of your token. I'm very sorry. Put it back. The door swings open, and you see what just looks to be a fairly empty living room.
Okay.
2
can I
doors already sitting open, and they lead to what appears to be a couple of back rooms.
Okay, so that's what I can see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do a sneak roll.
Okay,
Just-
let's give us
just
a...
Yeah, just to be safe. Oh no!
Fucking
It's a nat
suck.
1.
Okay, so Tenzo's still a little bit hyped from screaming at the civilians in the shop. He's like, "Okay, we're gonna sneak in, bang!" Tenzo just saunters in like a big dick in a locker room. Just walk in like, "Yep, nobody saw me."
Okay.
So he's so loud. I'm like, who's he beating up now?
Better not be any crimes happening in here. I'm just gonna go with it. I know that I've ruined myself with that roll. So
I mean, look, you're certainly trying. It just, at this stage, you're like, "Yeah, fucked it."
yeah,
Okay,
so I kick that table over and I send it. I'm trying to send it into that doorway.
Give me
So
a strength roll.
Okay.
There's like a troop of bandits the floor above us that
We're just fucking up.
That's a 4. I'm having a rough
Okay.
Yes, we're off to a rough start.
Well, I had a 20 to start with.
You
but-
hear this slam, and then you hear as the table moves maybe a quarter of an inch. It's a big table. It's like it's old, it's heavy, it's not like fine wood carved. It's a big old table, man, and it's just not going anywhere.
I turn around and I leave the room, and I just I shut the door behind me. I say, "No one's in there."
Okay.
I'm just looking at you like, yeah. Did you?
I said, "Oh
Okay.
yeah, all clear, all clear."
Ornipus.
What you looking for in there, bud?
That is
Yeah,
mahogany.
that one's safe.
Well, I'm ready to
Carpenter
go
lives
into this room. I'm hoping my door has the brand new car. So let's see what's
Okay.
behind the shit.
Ornipus. On closer inspection, this door is actually slightly ajar.
Okay, all right.
I could
So
not
can
have
we-
that.
Let's just slowly pry that bad boy open.
Okay, so the door swings open ever so slightly, and double checking my map, you see
wow.
a rather bare-looking apartment. You
What a
can just
beaut.
make out a closet in the back, and there appears to be two people just sort of sticking their heads around the corner, one on top, sort of Scooby-Dooing around the corner, like, what's going on? We okay?
What's going on in here? You guys all right? Nothing sketchy going on in here? You wouldn't lie to me, right?
The guy on top, like, the guy on bottom looks up at the guy on top and he's like,
Sorry, we're
What's
disturbing
going
you.
What's going on?
I'm not
in
sorry.
here?
I'm
you
doing
can see the guy on top's like hastily adjusting the little bits that does up the top of his shirt.
Oh,
My man.
okay.
a high five.
Yeah, when he said the door was slightly ajar, I didn't think we were gonna find a couple pickles.
Yeah, he, the woman underneath, like, looks at the door more closely, looks up at the man on top, and it's like, can't believe it.
They were fucking while that was going on outside. People were losing life.
That's my dude.
That's how they do it.
Going.
That's not-
Sometimes you just
not
need
kink
life
shame.
or death to really feel alive, and that's when you got to seize the moment.
It's
You know
a
what?
typical
I just
day
want-
in
I wanna-
Waterdeep.
I want to make sure that this man was high-fived by me. I want that to
Okay.
be very clear.
Okay.
Fucking
Ornipus looks at the guy and he's like,
My man.
the guy's like,
All right, so I turn around and I'm like, yeah, we're good. There's just people fucking in there.
Hey,
Really?
People are
Ornipus?
fucking in there.
Damn, I always miss the good stuff, man.
hey, Oedipus, you might
5'10"?
want to wash your hand, man. You might want to wash that hand.
No, I like the smell.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pressed
okay.
it.
Oh, okay.
It reminds me of my mom.
The smell of fucking, and I'm just gonna immediately walk in my room. And as soon as I hear that, I'm like, the smell. Never mind.
Okay,
I'm not
okay.
supposed to do.
So as you go to immediately walk into the room, you turn the handle, the door doesn't move. Bit of a knock. Door's locked.
Well,
Sorry, man. You rolled.
Kick it in, LAPD style.
I'm not very
Okay.
strong, but I'll try to kick it in. I'm not.
Okay, give me a strength check.
I'm more of a ballerina than a football player, but we'll see.
Listen, if you need my help, I'm here for you.
If you want to help me out, Orny, that'd be pretty cool.
If Ornipus helps you out, then you roll with advantage.
Alright, cool. Alright, take this advantage. Roll. I got 12.
Okay, with 12, it takes a couple of kicks to get it open. First one, you can feel some solid movement as the catch in the door frame sort of splinters. Another one, it almost gives way. Third kick, door goes flying open. Got to stop changing the shape of the selection tool. And you can hear some movement around the corner, but you're looking into what appears to be another apartment. There's some bookshelves, a couple of knickknacks on the bookshelves, like an old person sort of home.
Can I use a perception check to see if I hear anyone or anything, like any breathing?
Absolutely.
Or even a heartbeat.
Yep. Heartbeat, I'm going to need a dirty 20 or higher, I think. Possibly a nat 20, but let's find out.
Okay, see what I get. Oh, no! No!
Okay, well, look, no, that's all right. On a 9, you hear a couple of, yelps of alarm and gasps of fear as the door slams open. You hear a couple of people inside. They sound terrified.
I'm gonna walk in and be like, man, I really hope there's no one I have to kill in this room. I don't want to have to kill anybody. Oh,
He
no.
said an old person lives there. Just
I
fucking
don't
terrifying
Okay,
grandma.
rip anybody in half with my sword. Oh, no. I'd come out immediately and reveal myself if I was in this room.
So, as you walk in, announcing that your absolute regret at the thought of having to brutally murder people in their homes, an elderly man with his wife just sort of come walking forward. It's like, we didn't do nothing, I swear. We're not the bandits. It's just the,
I'm gonna look
oh,
at them
thank
real
God,
quick.
it's the watch. Oh, I'm so... And he starts, grabbing hold of it. I'm so glad you're here. Please help. They've been locking us in our rooms, and we thought you were coming to kill us. And he's really getting grabby,
I'm gonna push them back a little bit. Oh, it's all right. It's all right. I'm not gonna harm anybody. We are the watch. Do you guys know anything about what they were holding here? Anything at all? Any information?
They brought in some weird machinery-looking thing, and we only got a glimpse. They told us to go to our homes, and we locked the door, and we just wanted to see the moon sphere tonight.
Okay.
Can I make an insight check to see if this guy is telling the truth or hiding
Sure.
something?
Sure. He looks at you, Gabriel, goes, is it true that the Creole struck again tonight?
Yeah, apparently, Force Grey is fighting them right now. But don't worry, they'll be fine.
Ooh, dirty 20. The guy is absolutely telling the truth as far as you're concerned.
Okay.
I thought he only attacked on the new moon. What's happening?
I don't know, sir, but I promise we'll keep you guys safe. Don't worry. If you want, you're able to leave, or you guys can stay here. Either way, we're going to venture further up, and there may be more noise and more fighting.
Can we leave the building?
Yes,
Absolutely.
if you have somewhere to go, relatives, friends in the area, go stay with them for a little while until this is done.
Maybe we'll just go across the court to the dancer and a tipple to help calm us down.
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
So as you escort them down the hallway and out of the building, opening the door again, you can hear loud music, like at least 5 people in a band playing some pretty happy, jaunty music coming from just outside. There's just a whole crowd out there. It's like, could be worth seeing if you weren't, in the middle of working out what the hell was going on.
I was gonna look out and be like, guys, we could be getting drunk and doing all this shit, but you guys wanted to chase a wagon, and now we're chasing a wagon through the city into these apartments that are really not that nice of apartments. I mean,
Right, I didn't hear you complaining when you were murdering people, so why don't you shut your mouth?
I killed one person to help you out, all right?
The next time we have some criminals we're chasing down, I'll make sure that they lead us back to their penthouse next time. So you have a better ambiance for when you're cracking skulls.
We could just go get a drink and come back.
Gabriel and Charise, looking outside, having worked the southern ward for a while. This is outside of your patrol area, but you know this area as the Dancer's Court. This is where the moon sphere appears on nights of the full moon. The moon sphere is probably one of the most famous phenomena in Waterdeep and in the southern ward. On the night at the full moon, a large sphere of pure moonlight appears about 40 feet in diameter, and stepping into the sphere allows you to fly. People go dancing in the sphere. Local lords from all over the city show up. It's sort of a big deal, and once every 4 years, the moon sphere appears on the night of the first night of the year. So this is a special occasion. In fact, you read about it in the paper last week.
They said weird machinery. Is it a coincidence, or should we?
Can I step outside of this building and determine somehow if there would be roof access at the top of the building?
Sure. Okay. One moment. As you step outside, sorry, you're all getting a good view of the. Stepping outside briefly,
cool.
you can see the motes of light starting to form as the night gets darker and darker. And you can see this massive sphere. You can see where the city's actually built, a plaza, just for the sphere to appear in. There's barriers of white marble and plants built around it. Across the way, you can see where the Jade Dancer Fest Hall is. The outside bar that they are only allowed to be outside on the night of the moon sphere. There's the second story balcony where you can already see young nobles, particularly young noble men, getting really drunk and preparing to try and leap off the balcony to make it into the moon sphere. There's already a priestess of Saloon waiting at the bottom for the inevitable failures. And across the other way is the famous moon markets that various stalls and tents that traders set up each night of the moon sphere. And just immediately, we'll move some of these people back into the building, but Charise, as you stick your head out, 2 things come to your attention. Firstly, up on the second floor, there's a big opening in the wall that appear to be renovations taking place. And immediately to your right on the ground floor is a fellow by the name of Yalden Saldor, a kind of an up-and-coming superstar in the Southern Ward City Watch. He's just one of those disgustingly competent, friendly, helpful, and a little bit good-looking individuals. If it wasn't to the fact that he was disgustingly likable, you would almost call him a Mary Sue, but the bastard's even humble as well. And he's like,
I love it.
You are Amar Wheeler, yes? What are you doing here in uniform right now? He's got a distinctive Kalimshan accent.
Yeah, he does.
Oh yeah.
We're pursued a few suspicious individuals into the building that have holed up upstairs. We're seeing if there's any roof access of any kind.
There does not seem to be roof access, but they certainly have a good view of the moon sphere from there.
Yeah, I'm beginning to wonder if that's the point. They have some sort of strange device up in there, and I'm a little concerned about what they're about to do with it.
Yes. I have my watch here. So, the members of the guard post, which is the name for the biggest watch house in the Southern Ward, because it used to belong to the city guard, they have something called the Moon Watch, which is like a very prestigious posting. And similar to you guys, there's actually about half a dozen people in this watch instead of the usual 4. And obviously Yalden is liked enough amongst the populace that he tends to get that posting. So it's like, I will let my people know. And you can see him sort of point out a couple of watchmen around stationed around the dancers' court. He points at one of them and pats his head twice, and the person comes over, and he just has a quick word with them. He gives him a nod, and you can see him like he goes to the next post, talks to them. That person goes, and they just sort of all rotate whilst getting the message around. It's surprisingly competent. You're starting to realize why these guys are at the guard post, and you're down at the Southgate Watch House.
No need to hurt us more than we already are, all right? We're in the bottom. Can I potentially roll a wisdom check just for like intuition? Because I have a bad feeling, a really bad feeling after hearing about that moon ball in the middle of town.
Are the moon guards using a lot of hand signals along with speaking, or
at this point they don't need to. You saw that one signal which, coming from the watch, you would recognize as you come to me.
Yeah.
But after that point, they're just sort of, number 1 goes to number 2, talks to them, number 2 goes to number 3, talks to them, and they just keep working around. It's disgustingly competent. You feel, I mean, you Charise probably feel a pang of regret, like, this is the sort of level I'm supposed to be working with. And you, Gabriel, it's like, what the fuck is this? Guys are just showing off. It's disgusting.
What's this tomfoolery?
Oh.
I think they just have itchy heads and you're all overthinking it anyway, so it's fine. It's fine.
We'll assume at this point everyone sort of started to go like, well, where are the 2 normies watchmen at, and have started to wander out. And Yalden's like, there are 6 of you. You must have been on traffic patrol, yes?
Yes.
Once upon a time, yeah.
Yeah, kinda.
Yes, goddamn Force Grey, probably blowing up over that war at this point. It's we will keep an eye on people around the dancers' court tonight, yes? You let me know what happens in this building.
I lean over to Ornipus and I go, oh, I freaking hate that guy.
Dude, I fucking hate him. So
he knows what he did, bro.
I'm gonna lean forward also and be like, yo, fuck that guy and his stupid ass hand signals, man.
Bro, who the fuck does he think he is?
He's
Watch
so
this.
hot though.
Watch this
He's
though.
really cute.
He's so hot.
I take my hand like this and I whisper
his hair out.
I whisper the moon ball's poison, and I go like that, and a paper airplane materializes, and I'm just throwing it to someone in the crowd. And I'm gonna cast message just to freak a random bystander out, just to see what happens.
Well, this is
how's this for communication?
Okay. Noted.
Noted.
I'm gonna.
Do I notice who it went to?
No, it's surprisingly crowded out there. So, there's a musician's marquee right here where Yarlin's standing next to. So naturally, there's a few nobles, a few richer, like some upper class of merchants, guild masters sitting around here. Some of the younger crowd are hanging out outside the Jade Dancer. The Jade Dancer is probably one of the fancier fest halls in the Southern Ward. It features a jade statue that moves and dances every half hour on the hour. She walks out, dances in ways that would make a contortionist blush, and over the course of that half hour just grows hair made of jade strands. At the end of the half hour, she turns around, walks back out, and once back up to the top of the hour, comes back out. All the hair is gone, continues to dance. No one's ever quite worked out the mystery behind the dancer, but people come to see the dancer. The fest hall is known for its many companions of purchasable company, both genders, and it's just a gorgeous fest hall. Very plush, very nice.
This must be the tiny dancer of legend, the one that holds you close.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, so guys,
I sent that paper airplane out. Like, well, that's seed sown. You guys ready to go kill some bandits?
Yeah, I think we should figure out what's going on upstairs.
Bye, Baldwin. Hope your hair falls out. And I go inside. He knows what he did.
I don't
Okay.
know.
Can I check that last door real quick?
Sure. Okay.
I forgot that it was there until
No, that's
you brought
fine.
the screen back up.
This door swings open quite easily. It's slightly ajar. And let me just go back to here and select that. You honestly, at this point, you could just stick your head around the corner, and it's a one-bedroom little sitter. And there's a guy just sitting on the bed, leaning against the headboard, looking kind of bored, but looking out a large window, probably paying a bit extra for the view, enjoying the music. You know, he's just got a bottle of cheap piss wine with him, and he's just having a drink, enjoying the night in.
All right. Go about your business, I guess.
He just looks at you like... Dude apparently just doesn't give a shit that the building's been invaded. He's got his wine, he's got his moonsphere view. He'll be fine.
What more do you need?
Before I head toward upstairs, I'm gonna look over and be like, "Hey, man, you seem bored."
I mean, a little, I guess.
You know what's pretty cool? That festival over there. I heard if you jump off the second floor, no matter where you are in the city, you'll be able to fly for a few minutes.
So I lean in and tell him the moonsphere's poison.
Bro.
Also, the
Tell 'em
monster
it's
is poison. Just letting you guys.
It gives
know.
you a flat look and says, if I had a dragon, that's a gold piece to you. For every time I've seen one of them young piss-headed nobles jump off that and break his hip, I wouldn't be living in this shit heap, let me tell you.
Bro, is that how you have this room?
It's like the Waterdeep version of Live Leak. He's just set up for a front seat view.
Dude, when the jumping starts, can I come back in here and watch a few with you?
He just sort of looks you up and down and he's like, don't see why not.
All right,
Bring another
man.
bottle, yeah?
Wine? Get more wine?
Yeah.
I'll get more. Yeah, that's easy. That's fine.
Yeah, bring another bowl. You'll be fine.
I'll try to grab some snacks. I'm on a job right now, so city watch and stuff. But yeah, when I'm done, there's people upstairs doing like some weird fuck shit. But after that, I'll come back down. We can totally smoke something, eat something, watch people fuck themselves up. That sounds dope.
Gabe, hurry the hell up, man. Let's go.
What's
The
your name
sooner
again,
we
dude?
get done with this, the sooner we get to drink.
I'm Gabriel. Nice to meet you. I put my hand out to try to shake his hand.
Yeah, man. I'm Sel.
Sal?
He gives you like a bit of a fist bump.
Not nice, dude. All right, man. I'll see you later, Sal. This is awesome. I'm gonna run out really happy, like a kid.
Yeah, you happy? You got your date set? Are we good?
Yeah, dude.
We
We're gonna watch people hurt themselves. You guys are down later?
I mean, I'm down.
Nice.
I have a date with a casket, but yeah, sure.
Excuse what?
With a casket, I nothing. I'm working really well. Should we just
you
go
ill?
kill people?
Let's just go upstairs now.
Let's go. I'm ready.
Okay. All right. So here's
All
the
right,
plan.
nunchucks out for Clokey. Here we go.
Yep. This one's for Clokey, guys. So I take some loose rope or something, and I bind Gabe's hands just very loosely. And
no, I'm all bound up.
oh no, step bro. Oh no, Mr. Watchman. Mr. Watchman, I'm stuck.
Step Watchman.
Oh no.
He likes to watch.
So I am going to take him upstairs. We are going to send a signal. I'll cast another message. I know where you guys are, so I can pass through any material. That'll be your signal. If I can't do that, just wait for the boom.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
We need to be quiet, though.
Awesome plan.
Yeah, so yeah, Nixie, you kind of teach them the ways of being stealthy if you can while we're up there.
Yeah, be quiet and just shut up, okay? Just do what I do.
Thanks, Nixie.
I think
Quiet and just
I think
shut
one
up.
person should be at the top of the stairs after we go up. Just so
So I'm
there's
just going to pile everyone into the stairwell for the time being, and move these fellows out of the way, so that let's go down here and
also I picked up that guy's scimitar and I added it to my inventory just so that I look more believable.
okay. Well, that's mildly embarrassing. I also let's just
I'm gonna
open up
whisper
the
back-
correct stairwell.
Oh my gosh.
Whisper back to Keegan's character and be like, "This is a really good plan, man."
And not delete
Thanks.
Enzo from the map.
Yeet me off this mortal coil.
Anything's better than this posted. Anything.
Our posting was so bad, we went and got involved in a gang war. That's how crazy. That's how
You
lit
ever
our
get so
lives
bored
have
at
been.
the office that you just
Sounds like a good
Yeah.
day.
I turned
Finally.
to Gabe. I was like, "You think this is a coincidence? No, they want us dead. They couldn't kill us, so
Who's they?
them, the ones up top. You know what I'm talking about?
Like the gods, or
I
like
get real close. I get real close.
Okay.
No, bro, it's the Lords.
So as you I keep turning my selection tool into a circle by mistake. Let's say, and just a wee bit more.
I like this.
So you sort of stick your head up and around, and the hallway goes in two different directions. You can just sort of see it going back around you, curving back around on itself to the left.
All right. Well, no need to sneak, so I'm just gonna put Gabe in front of me. I'm just gonna go. Where'd you guys go?
Okay, walking out into the corridor, you see that this stairwell curves back around, going further up. There is this corridor going to an open door down the end of the hallway. And let's just make this a little bit more visible.
From where we were standing outside, did we notice which floor the hole was on?
The second floor, the next one up.
Okay.
So, yeah, you see the couple of doors A door to the north, a couple of doors to the east, and a door further to the south, and one down on the west end of the corridor.
Did we ever give that bandit that is unconscious a name?
You did not ask, so if you gave him a name, that's different.
Oh,
Let's call him
boy.
Sally.
I don't know his name, and I'm just gonna roll with it. So, I'm gonna go through the door in front of us, the one to the north there.
This one here?
Yeah, and I'll tag along.
The one to the left, I guess.
East.
Like a nice little.
I'm pointing
bandit.
at my computer screen like you can see that.
Oh yeah, of course. Why didn't you say so? Are we looking at this door of the two
closed-
doors on the east? This one here?
The closed door that's in the middle of the map.
This one here.
Yep.
Okay, so this door is very firmly locked, and you note that it looks a little bit fancier than any of the other doors.
I turned to Gabe. I said, "This probably isn't important," and then I start like kind of moving forward
Before he
towards
goes,
that open door.
I'm like, hey, wait, whoa. It's a fancy door. It's not open. Now,
Nah,
look,
leave it. Leave
there's
it.
Probably,
Come on.
probably good stuff to steal in there, or something important is going on in there. Let's check it out.
Nah, probably not. Let's go.
I'm gonna try.
I can
I'm gonna-
pick the lock, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pick the lock myself, even though I have no clue how to do that.
I like.
Okay,
I said, hey,
Typical
that's not
guy
part of the
thing to
plan.
do.
Come on. That's
Give
not part of the
me-
plan.
Gabriel, give me a dexterity check. Just a straight dexterity check.
Straight dex. Okay, gotcha. This is gonna be really bad because I don't know how to pick things.
It's gonna be hilarious if he just accidentally pops it open on the first go.
Wait one second. I'm trying to get to my. I have like 8 pages open, and this is all wrong. While you're waiting for me to find the right thing, how is everybody doing tonight?
Okay, so what you guys see is Gabe's like, no, guys, I've totally got this, and then you just see him going through his pockets like he's looking for anything he could use as a lockpick. It's like,
But his hands are still
that's
bound
coin.
together, so he's like,
It's like shimmying around.
This could be entertaining to see what he comes up with. It's such an
Alright.
amateur.
Yeah, Nixie's like, I could totally open this, but I'm gonna see what happens.
This is fun.
Gabe?
You don't know how,
Yes.
but with your hands bound
No.
and an old quill that was made out of like cheap tin that you just bent the edge, you slip it in and you're like, no way, this is how locks work, and pop it open. You're probably going to forget about it in about 3 minutes time. Tenzo, you're like, if you hadn't been here seeing this shit, you might not actually have believed it. The door swings open, and you see yourself looking at...
It's just a room full of money.
That'd be amazing.
Just a room full of money.
What can I say? I'm good at everything I try to do.
This,
Whatever.
you see what looks like an entry sort of hallway. There's bookshelves. Glancing through, you can... Now I'm pointing at my screen like you can see it. You can sort of see a larger space through here somewhere. And it's a... there's just this bookshelf is full of stuff clearly designed to be shown off. This is a
I
fancy
closed the door.
So, Tenzo, you shut the door. Gabe, it's back to you.
What? Why are you shutting the door? This could be why we're here. We could probably solve the problem now if it's in its fancy room.
How long have you lived in Waterdeep?
Like a few months, like 6 months.
I've been here my whole life. Okay.
That's cool.
I know you don't go in the big room first.
But dude, I'm from Baldur's Gate. It can't be that different.
Trust me, me and Ornipus have gotten ourselves into a few sticky situations by going for the big cheese first.
Look,
So
I really thought this is a good idea. How about we settle this the good old fashioned way, right?
all right.
Rock, paper, scissors. All right. I guess that's how we do this. Do you just roll?
I thought we were gonna do rock paper scissors.
If you do it via camera, okay, I'll try it.
All right. All right. Rock paper scissors shoot.
You said shoot. Okay, gotcha.
All right.
Okay.
Rock paper scissors shoot.
Okay, you got scissors too, right? Okay, one more.
Rock paper scissors shoot.
Okay, so it'll tie.
All right, this one's for it. Okay. All right. Rock paper scissors shoot.
Ah, got me. All right.
All right, follow me.
Damn it.
Stop going loose cannon on me.
All right, I'm gonna bewilderingly follow him.
All right, we're gonna go through the open door.
Okay, one moment. So this open door here?
Yep.
Okay, sticking your head through this door. You see a very large open room full of beds. And sticking your head just around the corner, it appears to be safe. Even more beds, a kitchen, and a very disgruntled looking dwarven woman behind the counter.
And I turn around like, see what I tell you? And I was like, follow me.
This is a lady dwarf. That's all. There's nothing
The
special.
dwarven woman looks up at you, but then she sees your watch uniform and she's like, and just goes back to what she's doing. This clearly seems to be a bunkhouse. Judging from the smell and some of the clothes and the stuff, it's probably like somewhere where laborers tend to live on the cheap for a couple of months at a time. Nothing fancy, but it's a staple for buildings like this.
I throw her a coin. I was like, you see where they went?
She went up, I think.
I was like,
Thank
all
you
right.
for that.
Yep. All right. Deuces. And so I just turn around and I walk back out.
All right.
Okay.
So I guess we'll check the room to the right, the highest
All right.
one.
So this the one to the north?
Yep.
Okay, one moment.
I'm gonna ask Enzo, like, where'd you get that nice tattoo from? I wouldn't mind grabbing one myself.
Well, the one on this arm I was born with, and then I pull up my other sleeve shows my other arm that's actually just covered in tattoos.
That's pretty nice.
It's actually just a bunch of words. It's like words and symbols that you would see like in a spell book. Like this one's not actually done yet.
Well, could you hook me up with a piece? I wouldn't mind like a big like dragon on my back.
Yeah, my dad, he's the one who's doing these for me, so I can give you the family discount.
That's pretty dope.
I want to peek around the corner and say, bro, are you really asking for a Brad Pitt back tattoo?
I turn around and I said, it's Ben Affleck and it's art.
Brad of the Deep Chasm, also known as Brad of the Pit, is a famous performer in the theaters of Waterdeep, Baldur's Gate, even Neverwinter occasionally. You're roughly familiar with him. He's all right. He's kind of a dude. Tenzo, the door is closed, but just quietly trying the handle, it's unlocked. Opening it quietly, you see just another one of these one-bedroom sitters with a smaller window looking out onto the dancers' court. There's just someone sitting like right up in the corner of the room, not even looking out the window, just like holding a tattered pillow in front of them, just sort of clutching it for security.
I just stare at them. I just make hard eye contact, and then I slowly close the door back without saying anything.
Okay, dominance established.
I just hold a finger up to my lips, and then just back out.
I'm gonna peek my head over, and I'm gonna go in the room a little bit and be like, "Don't say anything. I'm gonna stab you. Don't say anything.
Yes.
Don't say anything.
I'll kill you. Be quiet. Don't say anything.
We'll get away with it. We're the police.
I'll make it look like an accident.
I'll make them think you did it." And I'm gonna exit the room.
Okay.
And as you do, a little bag of drugs drops out of your pocket. And
You dropped your evidence, bro.
Yes. Oh, look what I found.
Evidence in your room.
Oh no, he's
Something
dropping the
bad.
silkies already. Oh dear.
okay, we're on
Okay,
the wrong floor.
So,
Yeah, we're on the wrong floor. I'm pretty sure. So I guess we're on the wrong floor. Unless the way I wanted to go initially is how we get to the next floor. Because I don't see any steps. Do we see steps? up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
stairs.
They're right there.
Yeah, I go over to the stairs. I wave the rest of the guys and wave the rest of the crew to come up,
Mhm.
and I tell them, we have two rooms that we have not inspected. We actually have 3. So,
Kenzo, you would actually know this whole corner of the first floor.
well, I know what that
Contains-
is.
Yeah,
I know
contains
exactly
a
what that is.
hysterically wailing woman. You can just hear the wail sort of settle down into like coughing, hiccups, and what have you. But you know what's in that corner of the building at least.
Oh my god,
I
it sounds
know.
like someone needs help. It sounds like someone's really, really hurt in there.
No.
Only on the inside.
I
what's wrong with
looked.
it?
I already looked in there, and there was just a woman who was just chilling.
She's just
And-
she's just
Why is
crying
she
hysterically
crying?
and chilling.
I asked her if she was pregnant, and she wasn't. And it was one of those kind of things.
This is
What's
why you never ever are good with the wenches. I swear to God, you're never gonna learn.
I'm busy with my
The-
art.
The curtain across this doorway, and the smell emanating from behind the curtain, and the little sprigs of like lavender and shit hanging over it gives you an
Lavender.
indication of what's probably behind door number 5 or 4.
Lavender.
Ye old
and
toilet.
Okay.
Maybe I think I should check this one out, just to be sure. Seeing as I have such enhanced senses, so I'm gonna start trotting forward to check out that room.
Okay. Sticking your head in, you can see what appear to be
Poop shoots.
Yep. As you note, they always tend to go towards the outsides of the building, so they can go down into pipes, down into the sewers. Waterdeep is quite advanced in this sense. We're not anywhere near the age of people, only the rich people having labs in their own places. But this is where the labs would be.
I'm gonna walk in, get a whiff of the fact that it's a bathroom, and be like, "It's the shitter. Let's keep going."
Okay, good.
Nice.
I elbow Ornipus. I go, new guy in town, huh?
Fucking scat man over here.
All right, we got the steps going up, and we also have a room over there that was really fancy looking, and I'm sure has loot and magical stuff. But good old Enzo over here is like, we shouldn't go check it out because obviously you don't check out the crazy cool room with potentially things that could change our lives with it immediately. So
Does
I
it
hold up
loot
my
with magic
paintbrush.
stuff?
I hold my paintbrush and I go, "It's Tenzo. It's not Enzo."
Tenzo, Enzo, tomato. I'm sorry, that's rude. Sorry.
Same
Tenzo.
thing.
I thought
You said
we
you
were
were.
Bond,
You
yeah.
said you were from Baldur's Gate, right?
Yes, I am from Baldur's Gate.
You realize not everything is a dungeon, right?
That's true, but you don't gotta talk about my home like that, dude. All right?
Tenzo, that's kind of racist, my dude.
I didn't say that.
Mm-hmm.
Not everything.
But you were thinking it.
That was Charise.
How often are you guys gonna
Yeah.
talk my mind flares? Probably not often, all right? Baldur's Gate all the time. Demons, mind flayers, all that.
You get
garbage.
attacked by mind flayers one time.
It's funny
He never
because
fucking shuts up about it.
all the locals in Waterdeep know that Mount Waterdeep, underneath it is a series of catacombs and labyrinths called Undermountain, and the lower you go, you actually get into the Underdark where the Mind Flayers live.
Wait,
Fuck that.
excuse
So
me?
as Gabriel's like, man, you don't know what it's like. There's Mind Flayers, there's Illithids, there's Draugr, there's Duergar, and you're just like, yep, wow, totally.
Yeah, never forget.
Okay, so I heard something about a room that had things in it, and I would love to. Where? Gabriel?
Fancy door.
I instantly run over to the door and I point in this way. It's in here, and I run
Okay.
into the room.
I'll follow you.
Okay, Gabriel
I
and
love
Philia
stuff.
are off. Okay, Gabriel and Philia, as you go into this, what looks like an antechamber, there's just books and scrolls and letters, knickknacks, but like good quality knickknacks, the sort of things that you don't show off because they have sentimental value. You show them off to show that you're a rich motherfucker. And you see what appears to be a main living room that is very much there for showing off. There's
And
a beautiful Kalamshite type carpet. Yes, that's how you say it. Statues that look quite similar to the statue downstairs in Old Man Lenton's office. One plush chair with a nice table sitting next to it, decanter, some probably fortified wine, some port, more bookshelves, and another casket of wine in the corner.
Is it sealed?
It is not. This one has been tapped.
Okay, Philia goes right to the casket of wine and lays underneath it, and then opens the tap into her mouth.
Okay.
She's just on the floor. Just
As you do.
slides right in there.
Can I have a constitution check from you, Philia, please?
a save or a check?
Let's make it a save. It's a low DC. It's not like you're being shot with poison. You're just
10?
injecting it almost. Yeah, 10. Okay, so you feel kind of. This gives you the buzz. You know, you're not.
This is
Drunk.
the best part of my
You're
day
not
yet.
tipsy. You're just, feeling that little tail starting to wag. Everything's just a little bit better.
It's like the tail thumping on the floor. Okay.
The tale of a booze hound.
I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna get like a nice quick size up of the room. I'm like,
Yep,
there
so
has
you
to be
sort of-
something worth money in here.
So you just sort of stand in the middle, taking it all in. There is a large, ornate window overlooking the dancers' court, with obviously a very good view of it from that sitting chair. There are more books, bottles of wine, some few fancy knickknacks. This bookshelf also appears to contain some, what maybe are ledgers, some bundles of mail and letters, stuff like that. And obviously this appears to be a bedroom, a much better quality bed than any of the others you've seen. And these two statues, again, sort of, they look like they're meant to be imposing.
Okay, I'm going to give a quick investigation check to see if anything catches my eye, like anything that
Okay.
might be particularly cool. Like,
Okay, let's have a quick look. Give me an investigation check. And how long do you want to spend having a look around the room? And while you're doing that, we'll just pause there for a moment and hear from the others. So you're, at this point, realistically, you're just hearing trot, 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 followed by a little bit of gargling and a giggle. What's happening out here in the hallway?
I'm opening that last door.
Okay.
I'm behind him.
So, Charise and Nixie, the door swings open, and this room. Oops, let's not accidentally delete Nixie. I'll get used to this. This seems to be built on almost the exact same lines as the room above. Obviously, the tenement design is not big on originality or creativity. It's get as many beds in as possible.
Yeah.
The only difference is it's furnished ever so slightly different.
Okay.
This one's empty.
Yep, there are none in here. Unless... Is there drawers? That's a drawer?
That's a closet.
I want to look in the closet just because I'm nosy.
Okay. Looking in the closet, there's some very low quality, ratty sort of dresses. There's
Ugh.
one nice-ish one that you probably still wouldn't be caught dead wearing. This is obviously belongs to a woman of low socioeconomic status.
Yeah, poor person.
Ew.
Well, nothing good in here? Totally
Okay.
lame.
I don't know what the other two are doing, but I think we should probably proceed upstairs. Does anyone else want to be the fake hostage? Well, no one jump at once.
Let's go.
Gabriel. While you're poking about, you notice a letter that's folded over in three with the seal looks just freshly broken in the last maybe 6 hours. Like there's still that little bit of bendiness to the wax, so it's snapped, but it hasn't fully set. There is a letter, and you see it sort of sticking out of a book. Like that's not how you store your letters inside a book. Pulling it out and opening it up, you see it's a letter from someone named Turland Hagerson bribing Lenton to allow his gang into the building without sending for the watch. Promising him
fucking
a
knew
sum.
it! I fucking knew it! I knew that son of a bitch! I fucking knew it! I smelled it! I knew it!
Promising him a sum of 15 moons. And a moon, as you would know, of course, is 10 dragons. It's the equivalent known throughout the realms as a platinum piece.
Ooh.
Dang.
15 platinum, are we saying?
15 platinum. Promising him a sum of 15 platinum.
I want 15 platinum.
That's changing.
Being armed with this information, as you are now like, oh, that son of a bitch, with a roll of 17, as you are now looking around the room a little bit more intently, as you stick your head into the bedroom and see that Lenton is quite literally full of shit in more ways than one, you notice that there's a bulge at the top of his mattress. As you reach in underneath, the mattress has been split, and you pull out a small pouch that jingles when you shake it.
Gabriel, you found the fucking money!
Can I open up
Inside-
the safe in there?
Inside are 15 moons.
Oh my
Oh
god.
shit.
I'm gonna look up with the biggest shit-eating grin ever and be like,
Hey,
this is pretty crazy.
Gabe, did Tenzo say you shouldn't come in here?
Yeah, he did. He was dumb.
Right about
Don't
this.
tell him.
Right about
Don't
this
tell him.
time, I'm casting message. I go, it's time to go, and I throw it, and it just like passes right through the wall, and
So
then
this ghostly airplane just sort of takes off and just sort of vanishes as it flies away. And you hear this sound. You hear Tenzo's voice in your head, Gabe, going, "It's time to go." Feely, of course, you're laying on the floor. You look over at Gabriel, and you're like, "Turn the tap off. Get up." What do we got? What do we got?
I don't think you should tell him.
15
I think you should
there's
hide it.
15 platinum pieces here. That's insane. That's so much money.
Is he
That's at
just
least
whispering
15
that?
different jugs of ale.
That's about.
That's insane.
I think most people work for about a dragon a week. So that's
At least
150
15.
dragons. That's about 2.5 years worth of wages for your average commoner.
That's
This
at
is
least
insane.
15.
Can I
You
just
know
say
what I can
something real
buy?
quick?
What?
Anytime that someone replies to like after they've received a message, I can hear it. And I,
That's how I
like,
was replying though.
through the
I
through the
didn't
wall,
quite
they
tell
probably
it was
just heard
fine.
someone go, "Holy crap!"
I didn't quite tell
And then
replying, though.
Tenzo bolts for that room.
Okay, hold on.
Where's he
Gabe,
going?
Give me a will check. Give me a will save. Sorry,
one of us?
a wisdom save. I'm
Say.
using the forgotten language, the old language.
That sounds like 3-5 stuff. Boom.
Don't
Yeah, I know.
cite the old magic to me, witch.
Give a diplomacy check.
Oh my god, ew. Is it me?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a
Wisdom.
wisdom save, please, Gabriel.
Save. Have you guys know?
We'll just get an idea of like how okay. Tenzo, you don't hear shit.
Oh, okay.
Gabe gets the message and he looks down and he's like,
Like, yeah, who did you send the message to? To Gabe?
yeah,
Yeah, and then
So
he
it should-
responded to you.
yeah. He
How
responded
long
directly
is it
to you.
open?
For the
I
space
don't
of
know how
about
message works.
for about 6 seconds. But the person receiving it sort of has to be consciously replying to the person. If
Got it.
that was a really low wisdom save, to be like, yeah, he's kind of excited and he's like, okay, money. But you know, with 24, Gabe's like,
I'm gonna be like, I should probably at least share with everybody. You know, we're all risking our lives right now. Not to mention, that guy that took this money put everyone here in danger. So I think we should arrest him, right?
And steal his booze.
Oh yeah. Grab some of the bottles of wine in the room.
And that
Someone
was
round
the
up, like-
old guy downstairs, right?
Oh yeah.
Hmm?
Okay. Just
From what I
clarifying.
I'm gonna exit the room now and be like, guys, believe what the fuck I just found.
What?
Money, platinum, 15
What?
of them.
Shut
What?
up. How?
15
Where?
platinum in this place?
Yeah, dude. Some.
I
guy
wouldn't.
gave it
I
to
wouldn't
some
expect
dude.
to find 15 platinum on this whole block.
Some guy gave it to some dude that was involved with the gang. The old dude downstairs. He took a bribe, got money for this. I'm also holding 15 platinum, so we probably should hand this in because we're cops. And, like, that's our job.
Do
Or
we?
Did you see any ledgers or money books in there or anything like that?
there's a bunch of ledgers and money books.
I feel like that's stronger evidence than 15 platinum, don't you?
Yes, that is strong
Or-
evidence.
Or we take the money, deliver a beat down on the way out.
No, he's over.
I planned on that already.
Well,
How about we just deliver some
whatever
justice?
whatever these guys are guilty of, that guy's an accessory, so he's going away no matter what.
Yeah, we
I
shouldn't
can't
kill
really
him.
stand still. What's wrong with you? You look like you're about to topple over, girl. What happened? You can't even keep your hoops. What's
Just-
happening?
I'm fine. I'm just really excited that we found platinum and stuff, and we can buy lots of beers and stuff.
Wait a minute. Was there booze in there too?
I'm gonna got one of the
No.
bottles of booze and be like, yeah, dude, there was booze in here. I mean, no, there wasn't booze in there. I brought this with me. I'll put it
I
back
think
in my
we
bag.
should just go kill the people upstairs, and then we can do it later. We can talk about things later, but I want to go upstairs.
Are
I
you-
don't know.
are
if
you
we
good
can
to
kill
fight?
anything right now.
Are
There's
you,
no way
are
we
you
could
good?
Right. All I have
No.
to do is stand here and think about things, and they happen.
You're tripping over your hooves right now,
I'm just tap dancing. It's fine.
bro. No.
Okay,
should go
slight
upstairs.
change of plans. How about Philia is the hostage?
Yes.
I would never be caught. I'm way too fearsome.
It's a
She
good thing
hiccups.
we're just pretending.
I'm
Okay.
gonna try not to laugh, and I'm gonna be like, "You totally are, friend." She's the
This
hostage.
is the performance of a lifetime.
She's the hostage.
Okay.
So yeah, I do the loose bindings around her wrists so she can still grab her weapons and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna unbind myself too. I've been bound the whole time. I'm just gonna take that stuff off my my arms. I've been walking around looking at them.
I showed this image,
I'm gonna-
honestly, downstairs of Tenzo walking up to Gabriel with rope. Like, okay, I'm gonna put this on you.
Oh my god.
Easy,
Alright.
Gabe.
Let's go.
All right. So
Alright.
again, we're just going to line you all up on the staircase for the time being, with Tenzo leading a. Can I get a deception check from you, please, Philia?
Okay.
If any of you want to change this order, feel free to speak up.
Deception.
Deceit.
Oof. That's a 7.
Okay, so Philia's got a fairly straight face, and she's even managing to walk kind of straight. But you're getting a good view of her tail sticking out from her slightly modified watch breeches, and her tail's just like wagging excitedly.
Oh my god.
I put my hand on her shoulder and I said, "You're gonna need this," and I give her bardic inspiration.
Okay.
And then I still have 2 uses left, I think.
Yes,
Actually,
you have a +4 to charisma.
Yep, so I turn around and I give Nixie bardic inspiration
Mm-hmm.
and Charise.
Okay, so you have is that a D6 at level 1?
Yes, and then for them I just point and I wink, just like, yeah.
You're still not seeing my boobs, Tenzo.
Hey, fearless leader vibes. Hey.
Right. Is that what this is for? Because I'm not doing that either.
If you feel inspired to do so, be my
Yeah,
guest.
sure,
And then I
thank
just turn
you.
around and I start walking in.
I'm just gonna be
Okay.
like, what is happening right now? But okay.
So as you guys start walking in, feel as you turn the corner, you see. Okay, you know what? This is going to be messy, so I'm just going to break out the eraser, and max opacity.
Oh boy.
You see three bandits just sort of sit around on the floor chatting, and they all jump up and point crossbows at you until they see Tenzo pointing a crossbow at your back, and they're like, "All right then."
So, hey boys, look what I caught.
Can I get stealth checks from everyone coming up the stairs, please?
Uh-oh.
Oh, damn.
I guess I'm gonna need that bardic inspiration, huh?
Ah man. Let's just say I got a 20.
Maybe Nixie didn't need it.
Fuck.
No.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, wait,
Off
where
in
is
the
that?
distance, in a slightly darkened space, Nixie, Philia and Tenzo, you see a glowing shape in the darkness. Standing next to that shape is a young man dressed in black. He's kind of thin and gangly looking. You can't see him too clearly in this light, but he's just like moving his hands around this large sphere, just murmuring slightly, and you can feel energies, particularly both of you being magic orientated. You can feel this arcane energy that feels a little. Can I get arcane checks from you both, please? Arcana, sorry.
Of course.
Dirty 20.
Philia, you're unfamiliar with this style of magic, and by that I mean you are confidently unfamiliar. You know that you've never felt this before.
This is that guy.
Okay, I accidentally did a strength check, and then I had a 12, and then I had a 22. But I guess that first number is only counts.
Okay, let me just quickly. What's going on here? Okay, and okay. So as everyone's creeping up the stairs, Tenzo and Philia, you see one of the guys sort of cock his ears slightly, and then it's a little like kombucha woman. She's fine, and you're reasonably certain that so far everything's going according to plan. Tenzo, you also get a good whiff of this magic coming from the corner, for lack of a better phrase, and you're reasonably confident. Like, I don't know this one. I know the flavors of magic, but I'm not familiar with this one.
I can feel it in my arm, my bad arm.
It's gonna rain.
It's gonna rain.
I lead Ophelia to the space to the left.
Okay. These you want in with that one or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna rough her up a bit, try to get some information out of her.
Oh, can I watch?
Yeah.
I whispered to the guys, "Fucking cook."
Okay. So as you lead Philia to this space, and we'll also now just might as well clear out all of this. So you can see that this space is quite empty, and you're. Oh, I gotta stop doing that. You can see in here, and there's. There's a couple of bandits just sitting here on this pallet, and another one. Where'd all my bandits go? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm getting itchy. I'm getting the itchy finger. I'm getting the itchy finger, man. I'm starting to feel it.
So you can see a couple of bandits here just sitting quietly chatting to each other, and they look over like, nice. You see him do a quick double take at the tail that's sort of just struggling to not wag excitedly, but it's still there. As you move down to this corner, fellow wanders around like, oh, yeah, this is going to be good. And we'll say back to you at this point.
Okay, so I bring Ophelia to the corner. I just kind of push her into a corner, and then I bring that guy up close to me, so he's like side to side with me. I was like, check this out, and then I am going to cast message through the wall to the guy to Ornipus. It's gonna say, attack right. That's all.
Okay. Ornipus, you hear the very familiar voice in your head.
All right, brother. I turn to the guys. Shit's about to go down.
I
Oh.
got my sword and I start smiling. I'm like, yes, yes. Oh God, yes. I love cutting things.
That's when we go in, right? And we attack. I attacked the guy on the right.
We're gonna rush him.
So I will give you guys a surprise round on this.
Can Philia have a surprise round the second she hears her friend's move? across the thing?
Absolutely.
She wants to immediately act. Cool.
Everybody, roll for initiative.
Kill someone. I'm so excited.
Our favorite part.
Oh my! I rolled a natural 20.
Awesome, dude.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
18.
Okay,
11.
I will need a moment just to get to our encounters.
We're Leroy Jenkins up in here.
Oh my
It's gonna
God! I'm gonna
go down.
freaking turn someone's throat into a fucking newspaper. Yes.
That fucking contraption looks like it has an eye in the middle of it, and I
Yeah.
hate it.
That
looking
looks
at
really
me.
scary. I mean, I can't wait to like put a sword in it and jiggle it around, see what happens.
Are you sure you just want to put your sword in it and jiggle it around, or are we talking about something else?
Hey, can I do something? Can I do something real quick? I need to let my dog out, so can I just tell you what I'm doing?
Sure. Let's get your AT. Yeah, just let me know what you're gonna do, and we'll play that out for you whilst you do some IRL.
Do you want me to roll for it real quick?
Yeah, you might as well.
I'm just gonna backstab the guy that I'm next to with my rapier.
Okay. I will give you advantage on that, seeing as how you're right next to him and he's not expecting it.
14 hits, right?
14 hits indeed.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go from there, and I'll just fill in everybody's initiative. So,
Alright, I had 4 damage. I'll be right back.
Stay safe, friend.
okay, a moment while I enter everybody's initiatives. Where did you guys roll?
Do you need us to say our rolls?
No, I'm just missing Charise's now, and
It's 19.
Yeah.
brilliant, thank you. And now we'll just auto-roll these fellows. Okay, so first up is Philia.
Okay, so Philia, I have my hands tied behind my back, right?
Loosely. It's
Okay.
a farce.
So she's just gonna take a step forward and then leap and headbutt the guy with her ram attack.
Okay, give us a ram attack.
Okay. That's a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
So good.
Go ahead and roll that.
And that's 4
Oh.
damage.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Okay.
She just slams into him with her horns.
And A takes 4 damage as he gets an absolute headbutt. Like, fuck did that come from?
Never
Just
asked about the
as Kenzo pulls out his rapier and just slides it up into the guy's kidneys. And that was 8 points of... I don't know, he did that with advantage, with 9 points of damage, which, you sort of see the rapier sneaking around, and you just, as you headbutt him, and he staggers straight back into the blade, and between the pair of you, that rapier just goes up through a kidney and somehow finds itself buried in his heart, and he just slumps dead.
That's
And
teamwork right there.
Just
It
a
is,
silent
it's-
assassination.
It's over before anyone even realized what had happened to him. We'll just
He passed away. Such a
Yeah.
young soul.
we'll just lower
I
his
wonder who was
opacity into
what.
the spirit world.
I wonder why.
It was
Next
natural
up
causes
is
at the time.
Charise.
Okay. I'm actually gonna keep it simple on this one. I'm gonna go and cast Bless.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm going to give it to... how many people can I hit with it right now? I think it's just 2 or is it
2 or 3.
I wonder
2? 3? Okay, then I'm going to give it to everyone around me then.
Okay, so for the uninitiated and those who have not yet memorized all the spells, what is Blessed going to do?
Bless up to 3 creatures. Oh, okay. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw, before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw. So at any point in time, you guys can add that to a save or an attack throw. So if it sucks, add a d4 to it.
And that is not a one-off. As long as Charise holds concentration on that spell, I believe, you will be able to continue adding that d4 to your attack rolls and your saves.
Yep.
Okay. Next up after Charise is Gabrielle.
Oh, yes. I am going to head left and pop around the corner and run up to the guy right in front of me.
So head left on the map. Yep. Pop around the corner, run up to this guy in front of you.
Yes. Since I didn't transfer over my Stalker's Mark, I have to use it again. This is my last one until I long rest. So I'm going to slap that guy up with a little bit of a Stalker's Mark, and I'm going to try to cleave him in half.
All right. You pull out that saber of yours. Stalker's Mark, whilst he's rolling, we promised to explain it last week and did not. Stalker's Mark is most credit almost entirely goes to Sweeney here. We did a wee bit of back and forth to make it right for this campaign. Stalker's Mark is a homebrewed Ranger's optional class feature. It is a variant on the Hunter's Mark spell, but it starts weaker than Hunter's Mark, but grows as the character does. So as the character becomes more powerful, the mark becomes more powerful. So right now it's a nerfed Hunter's Mark, but it will get better as Gabriel does. And the restriction to it is it's mutually exclusive with Hunter's Mark. So Gabriel will be unable to take that spell because he has it as an innate ability.
Yeah.
All right, Gabe, let's see if you can cleave this man.
I'm going to try to cut him.
Be cleaving yourself.
You gotta cut him so bad, he's gonna wish you didn't cut him so bad.
Yep, that's 22 will definitely hit.
And I'm gonna try to cut him. I'm gonna try to cut him with my sword.
Yeah.
Let's do some 7 damage. Now add your Stalker's Mark.
My little D4 action going on. Little 10 damage on him.
10 points of damage. So you come straight up from one side of the nuts, straight up through, and bits of intestine start falling out. He staggers to one knee. There's just blood, like black with ichor from intestinal, like all the fluids. It's he just staggers to one knee and raises his scimitar in this last-ditch effort. He is still alive, but he wishes he wasn't.
Oh, yeah, take my sword.
Okay, Onipus, you're up. Nixie, you will be next.
Alright, so I want to charge in full blast, and I want to grab the guy next to the homie that just got sliced. I want to grab him by the head, and I just want to run it right into the wall. As hard as I can.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
Strength check, let's do it. So what, that's a 5?
Okay, and I will roll an opposing. Yeah, okay, so you slam up at this guy, and he takes it. You slide him backwards. It doesn't really damage him, but he has very little breathing space between you and the wall.
Gotcha.
Okay, so he's pinned in quite nicely. Nixie, you're up. Charise
Okay, so we have like this guy up here.
This guy's kind of out of view at the moment. You can just hear the subtle stirrings of the fuck.
Okay, so this guy, can I see this guy over by the sphere thingy?
Running through here, give me a perception check in the heat of battle.
Okay. 20.
Dirty 20? Yeah, so stomping in, you see fellow off the distance here. You can just make out some scuffling movement around this corner here. You see this fellow with more of him on the outside than the inside, fellow being pinned, and off in the distance you can see what looks like some sort of arcanist, and he's just starting to look over his shoulder like, oh, my attention needs to be diverted.
I don't like the way this guy looks. Like he's doing something and he looks busy.
Get him.
And I don't like that.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead. Okay, so firebolt can go pretty far, right?
Firebolt can go pretty far, yes.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take my hand out and go, you know what? You on fire, motherfucker. And I'm gonna go and aim it. Just at him in general. Let me go ahead and roll.
Roll an attack.
Oh, it's 11.
11 just misses. So it goes firing straight towards him, and he just turns one hand and goes and bats it away. And as you see it, as he bats it away, it flies off and just sort of dissipates into nothing.
Well, shit.
A valiant attempt was made, and it was very close. You can see, like, he just managed to flick it away in time.
It ricocheted.
Yeah. So that takes us back to the top of the round. The surprise round is over. These people will now be responding to your actions. But first, Philia. Also, for reference, Philia, you, down in this corner, can make out a very large sort of space. Yeah, that'll do. We'll say about that.
Okay. If I hop over the body that is in front of me currently,
Yes.
I'll be able to see the guy sitting on a crate.
This fellow, yes. You've
Okay.
already got a reasonably good view of him, but hopping over the body, nice, straight, unobstructed.
Okay. So she's going to cast Ray of Frost. That is 23 to hit.
Absolutely. So those arcane sigils, like clockwork, cogs, and like icicle symbols start forming over your skin like an arcane exosuit.
And it's 6 damage, sorry.
6 damage. Okay, so that just hits him in the side of the stomach, and you just see these icicles start forming all over his body. Like you can see the bits of his fingers start turning black. He starts hopping down off the crate, but his movement is slowed, like he's fighting the ice growing over his body, and which he is him in particular. Bandit D takes 6 points of damage, and we'll remember his movement is now slowed. With Philia sorted, the Frost Dancer, we are now up to Tenzo.
I think someone else has higher initiative than me, don't they?
Philia does, but she just went.
I think Charise and Gabe have 19s.
You had 22, did you not?
I didn't think I did. Yeah, we'll just roll with it. I squeezed through that gap that's right there that Philia could see through.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to charge to the other side of the room.
Okay. So you're gonna push through this gap here.
Oh, no, the one...
Oh, through here, yep.
Yep.
So you're just gonna start barreling down here?
I'm gonna stop short of that corner
2,
where
3,
the stairs
4,
are and
5.
take a peek.
So, okay, so you got 5 feet of movement left afterwards, but let's go ahead and give you a better idea of what you're going for. I did find your initiative, by the way. You were right. It wasn't that high.
He's
One of
just
these
feeling
days,
real pumped.
I will run a combat right. At this point, we'll say you can see pretty much everything, but this little corner. And just because I'm feeling lazy, this corner's empty, you know? You can also feel you can make out all of here. Let's just clear the map. It's pretty clear at this point.
All right, I'm gonna kind of brace myself up against that corner, and I'm gonna take out my paintbrush, aim it at that guy, and then like a hypnotic pattern, I'm gonna cast Command.
Okay. What is your command word, and what is your save DC?
It's 14 save, and I am going to I'm going to command him to grovel.
Okay, 14 save. Let me quickly bring this fellow up on D&D Beyond's handy dandy combat tracker. Once again, no, they did not pay me to say that, but they're more than welcome to. Here's +1. Okay, he stops, he looks at you, he just sort of sinks to his knees, and you can see that his hand just stays hovering over the device, but the hand that he was lining up to fire a bolt of something back at Nixie trains on you, and then just sort of stops. And he's just sitting there, like his hand is somehow still stuck on just outside the magic sphere of this device, but the rest of him is like, and he just starts groveling.
All right, how much more feet of movement do I have left? How many
5
spaces?
feet.
All right,
So you can move up here.
I'm gonna instead move to that opening to the east, I guess.
Okay, so you're just going to move up this way?
Nope.
Or down here?
Down there.
Okay, so you'd get to about here with your remaining 5 feet.
Yep, I'll take it.
Okay. We will get through this round of combat. Charise, you're up, and then Gabriel, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to actually move up to above the square just above Sween.
Okay, so you come tromping around the corner and get to this location.
And I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on the guy over by the device there.
Okay. Target management. This makes my tip sticky. Sacred Flame, is that an attack or a saving throw?
It is a dexterity save for him.
Okay, and that save is what?
Oh, it will be... oh, jeez. I had it last time. Where do I find it? Where do I find it? Oh, right there. 14. Sorry.
Okay, he's going to miss on that, so go ahead and continue. Roll your damage.
All right. Aw.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay. Wow. Yep, that's
Did
a
you
point
get
of damage.
extra bit of damage?
So this holy flame shoots out and just sort of scorches one of his fingers. You know?
But he is also illuminated, I think, for a round.
Okay.
His finger turns into ET's finger. It's just glowing.
Yeah, he gets no benefit from cover. Oh no!
Sure. Okay.
Whatever.
Nice.
Anyway.
Does that have any effect on command, Tenzo?
It shouldn't. I mean, he's prone for, until his next turn.
Okay,
And then
sure. Gabe, you're up.
Okay. Since this guy's still in front of me and he's not dead yet, I'm going to try to, push him into the grave a little quicker. So I'm going to try to slice this man. I'm going to try to slice him out of the game. 17 to 20.
17 will, yep, that will hit.
And then I'm going to give him a quick gashing. See if I can put him on stilts. Okay, 8 damage.
8 damage? Look, you
He's
only
out.
needed 1. You're just like, you know what? This was a good slash. We're just going to follow the exact same line, and we're just going to go all the way through. And Gabe, this dude just, it was time for him to part ways.
I'm going to hit him, and I'm going to step on his head.
You could say he had to split.
I'm angry, but only because I didn't think of it first.
Hurt me. I lost years of my life to that joke.
As this fellow starts to fade from existence. And
It's okay. You don't have to feel so bad, Sween. He's only half the man you are.
Oh shit. That's so distasteful, murdering someone and making fun of them, like using like pre-written jokes on a dead body.
Okay. Donovan, I just sent you a message as well, just for the purpose of this combat. Next up is a bandit who's dead, and
They do be dying.
now this fellow's like crushed up against the wall. He just shoves his elbow in against you, Onipus. It gets himself a little bit of breathing room. He's just not going to bother with that crossbow, and he's going to come at you with a swing of a scimitar. That's going to be an 18 to hit. I assume 18 hits Ornifus.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, and that's going to be 2 points of slashing damage, as he hasn't quite got enough breathing space from that bum rush and managed to get a good gash up the side of your bicep. It's going to be a gnarly skull. Chicks will dig it. Bum rush, Mitch. Thank you. Okay, at which point number 4 sort of shuffles down, and you can hear this cracking noise as 1, 2, as he gets here and he sees the archer, he sees the mage. He's like, the mage shot at me first, so yep, he's going to go and fire a crossbow bolt at you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be a... Hi, can I have the stats, please? Yes, thank you. That's going to be a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. It hits. Yeah.
Okay.
Big
I'll
hit.
grab a d8 because 2 d4s is just cruel. That's going to be...
You'll be fine.
4 points of piercing damage as that just slams into your thigh.
You're all right. You see, you
And
made
like,
it.
you can see that look of satisfaction of, yeah, you're going to shoot me, bitch.
Ophelia's ears and tail droop.
Oh my god. Some of the life in her body disappears.
It's like half of her entire life force gone.
Second bandit. Starts, he does a double take. You can see him, he's like, I'm in a good place. He looks. He starts running this way as he's going to protect the mage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he gets to about this point, turns around, sees 3 targets. And Charise, unfortunately, he's going to go with the one in the middle. As he levels his crossbow. The fuck is with these dice today? And that's going to be a 14 to hit.
My AC is an 18 with my shield.
Okay, so you see that coming, and you just bring the shield up, and it clangs straight off it. Not even an issue. Okay, Onifus, you're up. Nixie, you will be next.
Okay. I think I just want to straight up go for a straight knockout on this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So
What's that gonna be?
I will do, I think, just a unarmed attack, I believe.
Okay.
Let me see.
It's technically police brutality, but he's not aiming to kill. So in this world, he's actually being kind of surprisingly gentle, you know? 18 will absolutely hit. Go ahead, roll your damage. Okay.
Yeah, 4.
4 points of damage against Bandit C.
Do I get that extra D whatever?
I don't think you use that for damage. That comes from a very specific brand of bard. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Nixie, you are up.
I will be that bard eventually. But,
Oh, God.
Hell yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of come around to that corner there, like on the left.
So about here?
Yeah, I'm going to take care of this guy that shot at Philia because he's close to me.
Yep.
So I'm going to take out my hand crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna shoot it at him. Oh God. 10.
Okay. A 10 doesn't quite hit. He sees that coming. He sees that wind up, and
She can add
ready
a
to move out
D4
of the
to that.
way. But if you
Yeah.
add the D4, then Joaquin might step in and just nudge that bandit back in the right direction, you know? Let's get a
Mhm.
D4.
Okay.
Remember,
do you
this
do
is
that?
bless, so it's not a one-off. You can use it as long as Charise keeps her concentration.
The custom
Okay.
rolls are the bottom left. There's like a picture of a die, and if you click on it, it'll give you options.
Has
Okay.
Nixie used her bardic inspiration yet?
No. Where is it? Which one?
In the bottom
There
so-
it
left.
is. Okay.
Now click on the pyramid shape until you get roll one.
Okay.
Yep. That brings you up to 12, and as you feel the golden lady that Charise worships just sort of nudge your wrist slightly to the side, and as this bandit jumps out of the way, he leaps straight into your crossbow bolt. Let's go
Okay.
ahead and roll for damage.
Loser.
Let's see. 5, 9.
9. And you know, with the golden lady guiding you, she's like, I know exactly what it is you like. And you see that crossbow bolt going straight for his throat.
Right to the jugular.
Right for the jugular. As the guy leaps out of the way, his feet just go, his legs go limp. He just keeps flying until he lands on the floor, fading as his life fades before his eyes.
Oh my god.
And he is dead.
I love the murder. Yes, dude. So cool, man. Awesome.
Murder's awesome.
Murder is fun.
Awesome, dude.
Okay, that brings us to the mage. Now, does this this command? He does that until the end of his next turn.
Let's see here. I'll double check. Okay. The target falls prone and then ends its turn.
Mm.
Oh, huh.
I think on the following round he resumes normal activity.
Okay, so this mage stands up.
Would he have
Using-
fell before, and now he would be ending his turn?
Yeah, I feel like it's normally at the end of their next turn you make your new will saves or whatever. So at this point, we'll say the mage you can see his hand on the orb. He's trying so hard to make a firebolt, and then he stands back up and he's like, "I've got it." And you can see him glancing around the room looking for a target. But you notice that his hand never leaves the orb. It's almost like he's nerfed somehow. Like he doesn't have both his hands for spell casting.
Can I make some kind of knowledge arcana check to determine what's at play here?
Sure. It's mid-combat, so that'll affect the DC a little, but go ahead and roll up. Actually, we'll say you can do that as an action during your turn, because this isn't an initiative thing.
As a full action?
Yes, because you are effectively going to have to try to reach out with your arcane senses. Also, This guy is clearly using the weave in a different way to the way you do it. You essentially pray to Joaquin, and Joaquin makes the magic happen. This guy is one of those hoity-toity spellcasters that interacts with the weave directly, like dirty peasants doing their own work. It's a more complicated system.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
So yeah, Philia, that brings us back to you.
Okay. Philia's gonna run. Wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I think I can just get to where Tenzo is. Maybe? I don't want to huddle
1,
in the middle.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Would say you could just get to the corner.
Okay.
Oh, what's up?
She's gonna pop her head around the corner and shoot Ray of Frost at the bandit that's sort of floating in the middle.
Yep. Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
That is 17 to hit.
Ooh, good job.
Yeah,
And-
17 hits.
7 damage.
Okay, you just see that frost start at his knee, go all the way up, seizes one of his arms to the elbow, leaving just his crossbow free. As you can see his flesh start to blacken from frostbite, dealing 7 points of damage, that was?
That's
Yeah.
awesome,
Yeah.
dude.
She likes frost.
Okay. Okay. Kenzo, you're up.
All
Then
right.
Charise.
It looks like Ophelia has that guy covered, so I'm gonna run to the window.
In the bottom corner.
Yep. Or is
Okay,
that just an
1,
opening?
2, 3. This is just it's not a window. This is an opening. You can see like pallets of wood, racks of tools, supplies, some sort of weird whitish powder that's probably used to make mortar, and there's just a massive gap in the ceiling, in the wall here. And looking down again, you can see the crowds. You can see that the moon sphere is actually starting to light up now. It's getting quite radiant, and you can actually hear the machine starting to come alive. And that is where we're going to leave it.
Oh man, I had the
Oh my
perfect
God.
line. I had the
It's
perfect
Uh,
line.
one.
I want to make my Arcana roll.
I'm sorry, I'll make a note of that, but it's 1:15. So we're 15 minutes over time for all the cripples in the party, include mostly importantly the DM. As my Curse of Strahd players will know, I've been struggling to hit 3 hours lately, and we're at 2 1/4. So I'm out, and if you're gonna leave, might as well be on a cliffhanger. Am I right?
I can't believe they're trying to steal the moon.
They're
gonna
trying
go
to
to the
steal the
moon.
moon.
It's the perfect crime.
Everybody, thank you so much for joining us. We will get to the conclusion of this epic battle and find out if this is the plot or if more dastardly deeds are afoot. Make sure to give us a follow, and we'll ask for some subscriptions later on down the line. We've all been overwhelmed by how much support we've got so far. So thank you so much. Tune in for another map making session a little bit later on in the week. We're looking at Saturday nights, Freedom Land time, Sunday mornings down here in Oceania. And we will, of course, all be around Twitter stirring trouble, except for Donovan, who called someone fat and stupid. And Guantanamo Bay.
He's getting
He
beat
will
right now.
return soon enough. Also, a big shout out again to Mickey Mitch for stepping in. As you
So
can
much,
see,
Mitch.
he
Thanks,
sorted out.
Mitch.
He's just seamlessly worked out how our spotlight scenes work, giving everybody their appropriate moment in the limelight. And we will see you all around. And to steal a line from a show you probably haven't heard of, is it Tuesday yet?